Hello, hi guys. Yes, I am so excited to announce everyone, you guys. I'm really excited to continue this. So with everyone, and really, I'm beautiful. Yeah, I know. And today, continue the video how to stop translating in your head and to start thinking in English like a native. Okay. So tomorrow, yesterday, we had a Emily's
Simple, super fast, it's easy, it doesn't cost anything. Or you could actually write the words on paper and tape those
tea. Those
labels right to the
labels right
objects
to
or
object labels. Tea.
or use sticky notes or something.
Stickiness or
And for
something. And
example,
for
if I see a
example,
book
there
and
is
I'm
a
learning
book. I'm
Spanish,
learning
then I
Spanish
would
and could
write on
write
my sticky
on my
note
sticky
libro.
note
I think I said libro before, but that's actually Portuguese.
Libro. No, Libro or Libro. Libro. Oh,
I get confused between
guess
Spanish and Portuguese.
confused.
I will tell you, that's
Yeah,
actually Portuguese.
confused.
I
I
get
guess
confused
between
between Spanish
Spanish
and
and
Portuguese.
Portuguese,
I
I
will
will
tell you
tell you
honestly, it is
honestly,
not
it's not
always
always
easy
easy
to
to
learn
learn
both
both
at the
at the
same
same
time.
time.
So
So
anyway,
anyway,
libro is book if I'm
Libro
learning
is
Spanish.
book. I'm
Maybe
learning
libro if I'm
Spanish.
learning
Maybe
Portuguese.
Libro,
Hey,
I'm
if I'm
learning
learning
Portuguese. I'm
Arabic,
learning Arabic.
can help me with my
Guitar
pronunciation in
can
the
help me with
comments.
my purchase
But
and its
put a
comments.
label on
But we
everyday
can label
objects. This is
every
really
object.
especially
We really
for
express helpful
beginners,
for beginners
intermediate
and
level
to
English
intermediate
learners,
level.
but it can be fun to do
But
just
in
to
fun to do,
remind
just
yourself
remind
to
yourself
think
think
English
English at
at any
any
level.
level.
Number
Number
seven, talk to
seven,
yourself
talk
in
yourself in
English.
English.
When you
When you
talk to
talk
yourself
yourself
out
out
loud, it
loud,
does so many good
it does
things
so many
for
good things
you.
for you.
Not only are you
Only
going to
you
practice
go practice your pronunciation, your speaking, your vocabulary, your fluency,
but
but
you're
your
developing
ability
that
to
English
thinking and
skill.
English
So,
skills.
what
So,
kind of things should you
so, what kind of things should you say when you talk about
out loud
talking
in
yourself out
English?
loud in
And
English?
when should
And
you do
when you
this?
should do
Well,
this?
first of all, I would
Well, first
suggest
of
doing
all,
that
I
you
could
have some
suggest them to
privacy
have
in your
perhaps
own home.
privacy in your
Maybe
own
not
home,
around your
maybe not
coworkers
around
or
your
people that might
coworkers
think you've gone
and
crazy.
and you're
So,
crazy. So, what do you tell
tell
yourself?
Well,
You
you
could
could
ask yourself questions. For example, right now, I'm thinking what I'm going to eat for lunch today. So, if I'm trying to improve my Portuguese, I might think to myself and say out loud,
que vou comer hoje para almoço?
okay, let's go. Okay, level. Okay, number seven, talk to yourself in English. When you talk to yourself out loud, it does so many good things for you. And not only are going to practice all your pronunciation, your speaking, your vocabulary, your fluency, but you are developing the thinking and English skills. So, what kind of thing you say when you're taking yourself out loud in English? And when should you do this first? When should you do this? Well, first of all, uh, I would suggest doing this perhaps in privacy in your own home. May not around your coworkers and people might think you gone crazy. May not around people. So what do you tell yourself? What do you tell yourself? Well, I could ask yourself questions. For example, right now, I'm thinking what I'm going to eat for lunch today. So if I try to improve my Portuguese, I might think to myself and say out loud. Okay, let's go.
So, yeah,
So,
I think
yeah,
that's right. If
I
it's
think
not, you can tell
that's
me in the
right.
comments. But
Comment.
it's
It's
okay
okay
to
you make mistake in talking aloud yourself. If your grammar is not perfect, if your pronunciation is not perfect, it's okay because the point is not perfect. The point is when you develop the habit of thinking and speaking the language. So it's totally okay to make mental note if you're not sure about if you're not sure to you
the article the or whatever it is you're not sure about, and then you can ask someone. Just like I asked someone,
just like ask someone comment. You could send it to your teacher or do some research online.
Another way
I really love to talk to myself aloud in languages
is to sing a
to
song.
sing a
I
song. I mentioned
earlier
that I was listening to a song called
Llorarás, which means you will cry.
You will cry.
It's kind of a sad song, actually.
It's kind of a sad song, actually. I love to actually sing the song when I'm just doing house chores, walking my dog. I just be like, yeah, I'm going solo. I'm not aggressive, so I'm gonna stop, but just give you some example. This is what I love doing. My missus dance while I'm singing.
8.
Yeah, just start speaking English with a mantra, a motto, phrases.
Que vou comer hoje para almoço? Yeah, I think that's right. If it's not, you can tell me in the comments.
If not, you
also.
Yeah, I think so, right? It's not, you can tell me in the comments. But it's okay if you make a mistake. Talking out loud to yourself if your grammar is not perfect, if your pronunciation is not perfect. It's okay because the point is not to be perfect. The point is for you to develop the habit of thinking and speaking the language. So it's totally okay. Just make a mental note. But you're not sure if you're supposed to use the like article whatever. If you're not sure about, and you could ask someone, just like I asked you in the comments. You could ask your native speaker friend or teacher, or do some research online. Another way, I really love to talk yourself out loud in languages. I'm learning to sing a song. So I mentioned earlier, I was listening to a song called Llorarás, which means you will cry. It's kind of sad song actually, but I love to actually sing and the song. And when I'm just, doing house chores and walking my dog, I just be like, yeah, just getting there. I'm going solo, solo. Yeah, and so I'm not rushing good, so I'm gonna stop. So just to give you a sample, this is what I love doing in my even make sometimes dance move while I'm singing. And just start thinking in English with mantra and motto.
I'll just be like, yeah, sé que tú no quieres que yo a ti te quiero. So I'm not a great singer,
so I'm gonna stop.
But just to give you an example, that is what I love doing.
In my
salsa dance moves while I'm
singing.
8.
Just start thinking in English with the mantra and motto, or some phrases yet you started on autopilot. So autopilot is my phrase, my improving my English every day. I'm gonna say that English allows myself is okay. Okay, I'm learning Portuguese, and I say to myself,
bom dia,
bom dia,
cada dia estou português. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Emotion really important. Really important. Even I look crazy, doesn't matter. It does help you. Lift your spirits and give you energy. Lift your spirits and give you energy to improve your language skills.
Finally,
number 9. I last tip to how you think English is just a little bit each day. So don't force yourself to think English all day, every day from get go. From beginning, just start with 30 seconds. I'm sure you can think English for 30 seconds. You could set an alarm. Maybe every day at 9 a.m. you're going to think
on your phone, put an alarm for 9 a.m. Try to think English, and then set your timer for 30 seconds.
30 seconds and just thinking English no matter
how silly it is. You can just say hello and just English, no matter how simple or
how silly it is.
You just say hello to yourself over and over 30 seconds.
That's what you can do.
I know.
No, you can do better. I know. It's just the people doesn't matter communicating your English when you're trained to think English. It doesn't matter. Is that you start and you consist a little bit every day when you're speaking English all day long. And no time.
But what does matter
What
is that
does
you
matter
start,
is that you
and that
start
you are
and you're
consistent. So do
consistent.
a little bit every day.
You will
Thinking
think
in English
all day long
in
in
no
no
time.
time.
If you
If you love
these
these
suggestions, let me know in
suggestions,
the
let me know in comments, share this video
with
with your friends who are learning English, or maybe your friends who are learning other language, because it's totally applied for any language.
Thank you so much for watching.
So
Be
why
sure to
not you
subscribe here on YouTube.
and this
Visit the website at Go to Myself, you will cry. Oh, it's kind of a yeah, safe to stop, but just to give you any dance moves while I'm singing.
Hey, just start thinking in English with a mantra and motto or some phrase. Yes, you started like autopilot automatically. So my phrase might be I am improving my English every day. Yeah, I could say that in English aloud to myself. The thing is okay. If I am learning pottery, I might say to myself, I might say to myself, yeah, it's okay. Like emotion is really important, really important. Even I look crazy, it doesn't matter. That's help you and lift your spirits, and it's give you energy to improve your language skills. Yeah. And finally, number 9, our last tip to how to think English to just do a little bit each day. Yeah. So don't put yourself thinking English all day, every day from get go on from beginning. Just start with 30 seconds. I'm sure that you think in English for 30 seconds. You could set an alarm maybe every day at 9 a.m. You're going to think English for 30 seconds, so you know on your phone put an alarm for 9 a.m. and you can title is thinking English, and you set an timer for 30 seconds and you're thinking in English. So no matter how simple and how silly it is, you can just say hello to yourself and over for 30 seconds. It's just the best way you can do. I know you can do better. I know. It's just never to it doesn't matter how complicated your English is, you want to change to think in English. And what doesn't matter is that you start and you are consistent, you do a little bit every day, and you're going to be thinking English all day long in no time. You if you love this suggestion, let me know in the comments. Share this video with your friend who are learning English, or maybe your friends who are learning another language, because it's also apply for any language you are learning. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to Enzo. It's on YouTube, and if it's the website no natural go naturalenglish.com. And thank you much. I love you guys. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Thank you. Really, yeah, really. I think I am doing good, good, consistent. You want to? Challenge. Wait for me. Hi, Next Rose. What's up? is your favorite American English teacher gonna be here with no retro English lesson to help you to stop that translating everything from English into your native language in your head, in your mind, in your brain, in your noggin, and to start thinking only in English. It is possibly, believe me, no matter what level you write, uh, but what level you're at right now is possibly thinking English. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give you 9 tips if you have your journey to thinking just like native language, the English speaker. So this is interesting to you. Then keep watching. Okay, first of all, what's the problem with translating everything? It's your native language before you come up with this one in English. Well, if you're in a conversation, some situation where you need to really process information quickly and be able to respond rapidly in an appropriate, timely manner, then you really don't have time to translate. Even you're super smart, which I know you are really good English, which I know you are still take time and process all the information you're getting into native language and then think in your native language. Oh, like, okay, but I'm going to say how I'm going to respond. Oh, then translate that. How I'm gonna say, yeah. Back into English, it's a lot of work for your brain to do, and no matter how it's awesomely intelligent you are, it's gonna take too long and need to speak kind of fast back and forth conversation. Yeah. And you are social situation, you are meeting and what, and you are presentation, you want to ask questions, you really need to be able to think in English. Yeah. And the problem started with the way that we learn. Yeah. Foreign language, this happens to me when I am learning Spanish in the classroom. What did we learn? We learn through translating with Spanish. I learned that that one is to it does, and let's see, coffee and cafe and so on. Of course, easy is makes sense to begin this way because we know vocabulary in our native language. But it's actually hurting us once again when we get into conversational English, or in my case, conversational Spanish. When I left the classroom, when I left the Spanish classroom, yeah, I tried to have conversation with native Spanish speakers, and it was like total shock, and my jaw hit the ground because I couldn't understand anything. I definitely couldn't respond because I was trying to just identify a few words I could recognize, I could hear, I could listen, I could comprehend, and then translate those into English and think English just back to Spanish. I will erase. So I don't want that happen to you. Maybe you know how to already. Let me give you some suggestion so you get your started thinking in English. Yeah, let's first start small. Okay. Understanding is everything English and be able to respond English is like a big meal. There's lots of vocabulary and a lot of food to digest, right? So let's start by taking small bites and digest thoroughly to start by doing small daily activities in English. So, for example, yeah, every day I take my dog for a walk, and sometimes we go for a run. So sometimes I talk to him usually in English, but sometimes that to really confuse him, I talk to him in Spanish instead of saying "Come, let's go." I say "Ven, vámonos." Right? So you could do this in English. Yeah, maybe if you have a bed, if you don't have a bed, that's another way too. uh, I bet you have phone. If you have a smartphone, you could set that in English. So every time you open your phone and there's English vocabulary, and for you to work at this level of an every day, activate properly multiple you're looking at your phone, you could do in English. It may be another things, other thing could do in English. And maybe the other thing you can think So, what are some suggestions more daily activity you could do in English? Oh, comments, let me know what you think. Okay. Okay, nice. Listen to more English. It doesn't even have to take a more time. You can give yourself an immersive experience in English. No matter where you are, open your laptop or your smartphone and download some podcast English and listen to internet radio, or put on video on YouTube or on Netflix in English. But like, it's a background while you're doing other work that doesn't quite focus intense focus. I love doing this when I'm doing housework and organize stuff around my room, my whatever. I listen to music, other language. Because I love listening to like songs in Spanish or Portuguese and other language. I want to learn. So more recent, I was listening in Spanish to the song Coloras, which is a famous salsa song. I highly recommend it if you like get into salsa. But anyway, let me continue with tips for thinking in English. Okay. Three, try guessing or planning what native speaker are going to say with that next conversation and that presentation, whatever situation you're going to be in, English. So you predict based on the life experience what you think you are going to say. If you're more prepared and more confident, will be more brilliant, more confident your brain to receive that information. You subscribe probably like each our 10th time. You're going to correct now. Don't get into attack your predict because of course as you don't know what script that's going on your head, so be prepared for something different to come out. People must just by explore different option, but you option or explore vision or your prediction or guess what you think will happen. You're gonna feel way more confident. You're gonna be possess that information. Okay, faster to think in English yourself because you already think and predict what's going to happen, what are we going in a conversation, what's going to happen conversation. Yeah. For stop learning, it gives exclusive to translation, especially once you're out beginner English class. You have to learn through assessing, through experience, through observing, watching, listening, to touching, through your life experience. You have to assess the word and the meaning and the not the English word with your native language words. Okay, was it just where the other letter? Okay, and this real true meaning is you understand and you can attach it to the word. Okay, and so book is not necessary. Uh-huh. Hebrew in Spanish possibly. Yeah, okay. And but the thing is, with piece of paper writing, I can really learn from. So I hope it's making sense. But you have to stop learning exclusively to translation. And it next, very closely related, number five, stop using bilingual dictionary. The best use of your bilingual dictionary where there's English and your native speaker, it acts actually as like in coaster where you put a coffee cup in, yeah, on your stop and table. It doesn't leave circle on your table, and this best you mm, for it because you actually use bilingual dictionary to learn vocabulary in English. You're always going to be practicing translating just you that thing is a coastal whatever and use a monolingual dictionary instead. Monolingual means one language, so English to English you're going to expose and so expand your English skill vocabulary when you do this. Next, some signal label objects in your environment. English you can just say it's super simple, super fast, easy, doesn't cost, and you could actually write the words on paper and tape those label, write in the subject, and you stick your notes and something. For example, I see the book I'm learning Spanish, and then I could could write or sticky notes really, bro. I think I said it before that actually Portuguese. I get confused between Spanish and Portuguese. So I tell you honestly, it's always easy to learn both at the same time. So anyway, yeah, Libro is both, and I'm learning Spanish, maybe Libro, I'm learning Portuguese. But if I learning Arabic and Kita, you can help me my pronunciation in comments, put your label every objects. It really especially helpful for beginner, intermediate, level English learners. It can be fun to just remind of thinking English at any level. Mhm. Number seven, touch yourself in English. When you talk just to yourself out loud, it's done so many good things for you. Okay, not only are you going to practice your pronunciation, your speaking, your vocabulary, your fluency, but you are developing thinking and English skills. So, what kind of things should you say when you're talking yourself out loud in English, and when you should you do this? But first of all, I would suggest doing this will have privacy in your room. Maybe not around your coworkers. People what might think you are gone crazy. And what do you tell yourself? Well, you could ask yourself question. For example, right now, I'm thinking what I'm going to eat for lunch today. So I'm trying to improve my practice. I might think to myself and say out loud that blah 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 blah. Siba, Saba. Yeah, I think that's right. If not, you can tell you command. It's okay if you make a mistake thinking aloud yourself. If your grammar is not perfect, if your precision is not perfect, it's okay because the point is not perfect. The point is for you develop the habit of thinking and speaking the language. It totally okay. Just make mental note. You're not sure about if you're supposed to use like article and whatever is not sure about you could ask someone, just like I asked you as a comment. You could ask your native speaker friend, your teacher, do some research online. Another way I really love to talk to myself out loud in language. I am learning to sing a song, so I mentioned easily that I was listening a song called Coloradas, which means you will cry. It's kind of sad song actually, but I love to actually sing that song when I am, you doing house chores and walking my dog. It's just like be like yeah, it's just be like I just be like so. I'm not single, so I gonna stop and just give you this example. This is what I love doing, and might even make some dance moves while I'm singing. Yeah, it just start in English, just as mantra and motto, some phrases get into start or like on autopilot automatically. So my phrase might be improving my English every day. Yeah, I could say English out loud to myself. I think it's okay. If I'm learning Portuguese, I must say to myself, oh, bom dia. Começando. Bom, oh, yes, okay. Like with emotion really important. Even I look crazy, it doesn't matter. It does help you lift your spirit and gives you energy, improve your English language skills. Yeah. Finally, number nine, our last tips to have you thinking literature to a little bit each day. Mhm. So don't force yourself to think English all day, every day from get on from the beginning. Just start with 30 seconds. I'm sure you can think in English for 30 seconds. You could set an alarm, maybe every day at 9 a.m. You're gonna think in English for 30 seconds. So you know on your phone with an alarm for 9 a.m. And you can title is think of English, and then you set a timer for 30 seconds. You just say English. No matter how simple and so silly it is. You just say hello to yourself over 30 seconds, and that's the best you can do. I know you can do better. I know. It's just that boys doesn't matter how complicated your English is when you turn to thinking English. What a man! what does matter is that you start and you are consistent. You do a little bit a day. You are going to be thinking English all day. In no time, you love their suggestion. Let me know in the comments. Share this video with your friends who are learning English, or maybe your friend who are learning another language. Because it's totally applicable to any language you are learning. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to Natural English here on YouTube. Visit the website knownaturenglish.com and thank you. Love you guys. I see you soon. Bye now. Wow, I'm done. Yes.